Today we're going to be working with our Poems About You handmade watercolor set, and we're also going to play around with the stamps again and just sort of make something and see what we get. Let's start with some marks. Our Pit Pastel, a little wet. I'm not sure how much. I think I want like some pretty, I'm trying to mimic the design of that stamp a little bit. Today we're going to be working on a mixed media watercolor using the Poems About You watercolor, and we're also going to use some of the stamp here and just some other collage-y things. Let's get started with some mark making. I want to keep it pretty simple with the mark making because I want that stamp to really stand out. Oh, I do like that black bit though. Sometimes you gotta make a bold mark. Start off by spritzing our paper a little bit. Come in with some of this indigo. This is a very saturated color. Ooh, I have a lot of water on there. Kind of want it to be darker up here at the top. Kind of fade out near the bottom. Let's put some lines in there. Kind of lift a little bit of this out. Okay. Let's bring a little bit of this down through here. What brush am I using? Ah, it's not the brush I wanted. Okay, we're gonna come in with a little bit of this brown tone. I'm gonna put it over here. And I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the schminke. I want it to come like right through here a little bit. I like that. Maybe a little lighter wash, just kind of coming down. Let's get our color shaper out. Sort of drag this paint around a little bit. Kind of change the direction of everything going through here. I'm gonna tap in a little bit because I don't like those stiff edges. Another fabulous color in this set is this bleached titanium. I'm gonna mix it in with a little bit of that brown, kind of come through here. It's a really fun color because it just adds a bit of yellow tones to things without it being too yellowy. Okay, I really like that sort of, oh crap, light blue, that just light blue. Let's add some more of that blue down here at the bottom. I just sort of like that sort of grayish blue that happened right there. Sort of a grayish blue moment. I'm gonna take some palette knife action here. I just have this taped down to a piece of paper today, and it's kind of coming up a little bit. So I think I want more of that color through here. Okay, let's bring a little bit of that through here. There's also this other fabulous color, the Mordant color. This color right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like a little bit of it through here. It's almost like sort of a reddish purplish color. I like it. It's really hard to get out of the pan though. It's super granular. I mean, it's got a lot of texture to it. Like, it's got a lot of graininess to it, which is awesome. As you can see here, all the little sort of pigments that you can pick up. It's one of the beautiful things about handmade paint, I think. Okay, let's let all this dry and we'll see where we're at. Okay, I think I'm going to do Payne's Gray on the stamp today. Something maybe a little less than black. Let's see how that works. So I want this to come through here, I think this way. I want it to come up a little bit and kind of come down just a little bit. My sheet of, a little piece of deli paper here, so we can make it easier to stamp. Love, love, love. Do I want to make a ghosty? I'm just gonna press this down a little bit and see what happens. Okay, it didn't do much. But it did something. Let's see, let's do, I'm just gonna put a little bit here at the top. I just want this little bit to kind of come through here. Let's see what we get. It might be too much, but we're gonna see. I love it. Sold. Now, obviously, we're gonna come back in and add some more colors. Let me dry this real quick. I want some more of that reddish color coming through here. Okay, that was a lot. If you remember, this is the brush that I cut up so I could make my own little fan brush before I had a fan brush. Might be a little too much. I'm just gonna lift some of it out. So I like it kind of over that. I think that stamp was a bit much here at the bottom, but I like it now with a little bit of watercolor over it. And let's just do a little bit of this coming through here. Okay, I don't like how that just stopped there. So this is The Poems About You without any water on it. You can see how dark it is. We can always come back and add more water into it. She said, maybe. Maybe we can. I don't know. In theory, yes. I'm not really trying to cover up that stamp, I swear. I just want it to look more natural and less stuck on. Sort of like, how did she make that mark kind of thing. Let's scrape away a little bit. Okay, I like this. I don't know what I'm gonna do up there. Let's play around with a little bit of Caran d'Ache here. And some white marks through here. Add some texture up here just a little bit. Also got this gray. I'm not really trying to take away much from the colors that we already have. Mainly I'm just trying to accentuate a little bit into what we already have going on. I've got this green in my hand. I don't know if I'm going to use it. But I think I'm going to use this umber color and just sort of put some marks in here. I'm thinking, I think I want it to come because it's kind of greenish. It's on the green side. That's not the palette knife I want, but it's gonna have to do for now. Let's see what happens if we take it and just use it almost like a watercolor sticky. I might be loving that green, y'all. I actually really do like that green. Let's put some more through here. This is more dry. We'll see how we like it. I don't want all the textures to be the same. If that makes sense. Maybe we could add some dark green charcoal as well. Let's put some of these green lines through here. I like that. I like the burnt umber lines. I might need, let's put some coming through here. Kind of been liking these lines that are more not weed looking, but more implying shapes. Okay. Yeah, let's add some tinted charcoal. This is the dark moss. I think that's gonna be perfect for right through here. I still see some of those lines coming through. Yes. Okay, let's give it a spritz here. Let that settle and we'll come back and see where we're at. I think we're almost done. Okay. Things that I like. I love how soft the sky is. I love how just that little bit of dark up there. And we didn't do anything besides add blue to that. There's no real, I guess I did add a little bit of white, but for the most part, it's just blue. Love the stamp and incorporating that with the Payne's Gray. I think is a little less contrasty, I guess, and it doesn't overtake the piece as much as the black did, although I did like the black. But I love the marks. I love the marks in there. I like the mordant color that we put through here, and the green or the umber color is perfect with that, I think. It's pretty muted tones, but I still kind of like it. I kind of like this whole bold in the front falling back into a sky. I've been looking at a lot of Turner landscapes lately. And, you know, obviously he painted very atmospheric paintings. Now, I don't want to be an atmospheric painter. That is not quite what I'm about. But I do like this effect of dark to light to bold kind of coming forward. Love the tinted charcoal marks. Love this little section over here that's just got a little bit of different texture to it. Yeah, pretty happy with this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to keep playing with these stamps and watercolors. I have an idea. I've been thinking about topographical maps. I'm looking at those and doing some sketches. I'm trying to see if I can translate that into a stamp that would kind of have the same idea. But I didn't get around to making one today. So, but I'm going to work on that this weekend. So hopefully by Tuesday's video, we will have a different stamp to work with. Fun, right? Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click over here to see more videos, and I will see you in the next one, and I look forward to your comments. Thanks so much. Bye.